What's going on, guys? It's Gabe from Lacrosse Analytics, and today we're going to be talking about the bets that I've made so far, which are on screen right now. They're very bad. I've lost a lot of money. Hopefully we can turn that around. We're going to be talking about tonight's games and the bets that I have planned for that. With that said, let's scroll down the list here, and I'm just going to kind of talk about what happened in these games. Not all of them, that would take way too much time, but just what is happening in these games thus far and the reasons for why I'm losing a lot of bets. So far I have the Open for the Chaos to win the whole thing. They're 0-2, not good, looking bleak there. I don't, like, in hindsight, it's like, alright, why did I take the over at 29.5 for the Chaos and Chrome? But, I mean, you look at that offense, and it's hard not to. Any over. But 29.5, I think the game wound up, 13-9. So 22 points total. I needed 30. Didn't happen. That same day, bet the over again. Or rather, was that the next day? No, it was the same day. We had the Water Dogs and the Atlas. And what happened in this one? Very close game for the Water Dogs. They wound up losing by 1 goal to the Atlas. And again, 21 points, 28.5 over. Never gonna happen. I did win one game that day, the under for the Redwoods and Whipsnakes at 22 points, and then I lost another over. It's just like, how am I supposed to look at the Atlas roster and the Archers roster, and you're going to tell me that there's not going to be like a 17-16 game? Actually, in that game, I think Paul Rabel went 0 for 12, and then Rob Pennell went like 1 for 9. So if you're wondering why that game didn't hit the over at 21 points or 24.5, that's why. No offense to either of those guys, but they got to pick it up or else this team's not looking good. And then last night, or rather, what was this, 2 days ago? Yeah, this was 2 days ago. 25.5 for the Redwoods in Chaos. 16 goals in that one. And they were without Garrett Epple, I believe, in that game. So, actually, that was a 9-8 game. I don't know why it says 9-7. And then we have the under, which I took in the Chrome and Redwoods game, 11-9. So the trend for this tournament is bet the under, because every game so far has been an under. Not even close, really, except for the Redwoods and the Whipsnakes that played the first week. That was 22. I think the over was 24.5. With that said, let's look at tonight's bets. These are my bets. We go to the home screen. And let's see here, Premier Lacrosse League right here at the top. Whipsnakes and Atlas, 22.5, the over-under. You could tell that whoever makes these lines and everything, they're catching on. I mean, the other game, the Chrome and Archers, is 21.5. To start the tournament, they had 29.5, 28.5 overs. Now they're kind of settling down, getting things straight. 21.5 Chrome Archers, though. I know no game has been an over yet. But if there's any game that would be an over, it's probably this one. There's so many weapons. Both offenses are kind of getting in sync here. Especially the Chrome. They've looked fantastic. They're 2-0 this tournament. And then Whipsnakes and Atlas. I want to say that's going to be an under. Tucker Durkin's back. He's matched up with Matt Rambo. Trevor Baptiste is a tough matchup for Joe Nards. The big question in this game is, can Rob Pennell, Rabel, and that offense get their shit together and start putting goals in the back of the net? I'm going to take the under, so I hope they don't in a weird way. So we're just going to do that right there. We're going to take the under. For some reason, I'm through an Ethernet connection, so I can't actually place the bet, but I'm going to put 50 on that. And then for the Chrome and Archers, I'm gonna live or die by this, but I mean, I gotta take the over. You're telling me there's not gonna be 22 goals in a Chrome and Archer game? These offenses are only getting better. You could say the same for the defenses, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret it again for like the 5th or 6th time, but I have to take the over at 21.5. I gotta take the over in this game. So those are my 2 bets for tonight. There's, I think, a few games tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet. That's going to do it for today. If you tuned in, appreciate it. And make sure you watch the games tonight. See ya.